I'm ready. I'm ready now. Took my breath away. Ruger 308, boy.
Dude, I feel like I
You weren't lying, bro.
Yo,
You were not lying.
how's your shoulder?
Wow. I mean, you could feel that, dude.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Today we are talking about the Ruger SFAR and 308, this lightweight long boy right here. But before we jump into this review, let's take a second and thank our sponsor of this video, and that being our homies Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. Let's jump into this one, guys. We actually had a pretty good time with this. I was a little worried, being a lightweight 308, what was going to happen. You know, Ruger, this to me kind of seems a little bit outside their lane, but I think they handled it pretty well. We were given roughly 250 rounds to shoot through this, and we shot mostly Remington core-locked 308. And I think we had a couple of others mixed in, but I couldn't tell you. I want to say it was some of the SIG 308 ammo, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I will try to find out before this video goes live and post a little screenshot of the ammo that we used. But the gun itself, it looks really good, guys. This is aimed at a lightweight 308 AR. So you're looking at just under 7 pounds unloaded. So that is very lightweight for a 308. And these things also come in a couple of different variants. So you have 20-inch models of both the 308 as well as the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 16-inch models as well. So you've got a few different options if you want that 308, or if you want to go for that even longer shot with the 6.5, you have the ability to do so. And I think they did a pretty good job of decking this thing out how I would kind of go from the beginning. So you have a nice, easy to reach charging handle up here on top, mag pull furniture with the grip and the stock, which is very easy to manipulate. And then you have this nice M-LOK 15-inch handguard here. The handguard itself does have the kind of cutout on the top of the Picatinny between that first little back section and the front, where you would put maybe like a laser or a front sight. So you are missing a little bit of rail space, but I don't see this really being a battle tactical type of rifle, so you don't really need that. And I could see being able to utilize that full C grip on this would absolutely come in handy. I was shocked to see that this had an adjustable gas block on it, so that was really dang cool. We did not actually do anything with the adjustments. We put our suppressor on after about, I think, 75 rounds, and then just kind of rolled with it. We had a few malfunctions with it while doing that, but I believe that was ammo contributed because we were using that softer 308 ammo. I believe it was getting caught up on the feed ramp because of that extra pressure with the suppressor, and it was just kind of messing everything up a little bit. So I don't think that's the gun's fault. I would like to get some different ammo, maybe even some suppressor-specific type of ammo, or just a little bit better plinking ammo, and see how much better this thing does run suppressed. But overall, I was pretty impressed with the fact that it handled what it did without making any adjustments or catering to it at all, we'll say. Easy to set up, you know, for a sling. You got the QD points on the front of the rail here and the back of the stock. You also have one right on the top of the pistol grip, so you're able to sling this thing however you want and go for it. Nice controls, mil-spec controls, so bolt catch, thumb safety, takedown pins. But they do have this nice Elite 452 trigger. The trigger was very nice, very clean break, very clean reset. And I think everybody's going to kind of be surprised once they get it and be like, dang, that's actually a very nice trigger. The rifle itself is made up of 7075 T6 hard-coated aluminum forging. So I don't think you're going to have any issues with this rifle itself as far as the quality of the build goes. And of course, the barrel itself is a chrome moly lined barrels. So they did a pretty good job of bringing this thing out and kind of getting this thing set up the way you would like. You know, obviously the big brake does help with a lot of that recoil. I don't like the brakes. I like shooting suppressed, so the first thing we did when we got the opportunity was take that brake off. Now, when we talk about this brake, it is a little bit different. It does have like this locking collar in the brake itself, so you do have to kind of line those up and tighten them together to get this thing set. It does not have it timed properly whenever it come in, so you got to kind of do that a little bit on your own if you decide to take this brake off and put it back on. So, you know, just something to keep in mind. As far as the performance of this thing goes, guys, you know, we had those issues when we started shooting suppressed, but overall this thing does run pretty dang good for a 308 AR. I would like to get my hands on the 6.5 one and see if that one feeds reliably as well. Because I've never shot a 6.5 AR myself, so I think that would be pretty cool. It's also just pretty badass, and I think Ruger is definitely onto something here with these kind of bigger caliber type of AR systems. So keep it up, Ruger. I'm excited to see what else comes from you guys in the future, and excited to get my hands on more things. We had this thing topped with the Burris RT1 red dot. This was a pretty awesome red dot, guys. Once we put it on, it stayed right in place. I was a little worried taking this Burris optic and throwing it on a 308, but I believe Burris has come a long way with their products, and this is something I look forward to getting more rounds on some different platforms with here in the very near future. But yeah, guys, overall, I'm impressed with this Ruger SFAR. I think they have a pretty good offering here. I would like to kind of fine-tune it a little bit more to my liking if I get another chance in the future to play with this. But if I had to choose between this and the 6.5 Creedmoor one, I think I'm going to go with the 6.5 just for that little bit of extraness with that. It does have a little bit of a different setup too. If you guys go with the 20-inch barrels, I believe they have more of like a fixed stock type of setup and not this adjustable kind of like CQB battle type of setup here. But, you know, yeah, that's it from us, guys. There's not a whole lot we could talk about with this thing. It's a 308 AR. It ran good for what we put it through. It ran decent suppressed. And now once we get, you know, some more feedback on this thing, we might be able to tell what the proper suppressed setting is and if anybody else is actually having any issues with this thing out of the box, too. But that's it from us on this SFAR, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think Ruger has a contender here? Like I said, I would probably choose the 6.5 over the 308 if I had to choose between the two, but they both are pretty great offerings in my opinion. I'm excited to see what else comes from Ruger in these bigger caliber lines down the future, especially if we could maybe even shorten it up a little bit more, you know, maybe make it a true battle 308. That'd be really cool. But let me know down below, guys, what you think. Have you had any issues? Do you guys have one? Do you plan on getting one in the future? We always love hearing your guys' feedback and experiences and try to be as responsive in the comments as possible. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, y'all. And as always, stay alert, stay alive. And did you know we're doing training here in East Tennessee, guys? Rifle and pistol fundamentals and night vision introduction. We would love to have you on our range. Love to help you build your circle and get those reps in to make you better. Find us at Opie and the Smokies or the Redbeard Society, opieandthesmokies@gmail.com or opieandthesmokies.com, and sign up for your classes today. See y'all in the next video. I will tell you, for as hard as it kicks back, it stays pretty fucking flat.
It really does.
So, hey, how loud was that up there? Suppressed is civilized. Suppress everything. That's a 308.
Sounds like a fucking Draco.
Yeah, that's a
Dude, I was getting smacked by the air and the shells. Like everything, I was like, oh my god.
good thing the gimbal does its job because the camera stays still and shit like this. Oh god.